If you've been having one of those weeks where you wake up tired, check your phone, feel instantly behind, and quietly think, I need to reset my whole life, this is for you. Most people think a life reset means quitting your job, deleting every app, moving to a new city, waking up at 5 a.m., and becoming a completely different person overnight. But let's be honest. Most of us don't need a new life. We need to stop running on autopilot. If you feel burnt out, unmotivated, distracted, or just off, you can reset your life in 7 days without quitting everything. No dramatic makeover, no fake new me energy, just simple moves that actually help. And the best part? This works even if you feel behind right now. Day 1. Clear the mental noise. Do not try to fix your entire life on day 1. That's the trap. That's exactly why people get overwhelmed and give up. Your only job today is to get the noise out of your head. Take 10 minutes and do a full brain dump. Write down everything. What you're worried about, what you've been avoiding, what feels messy, what's draining you. The text you haven't answered, the bill you forgot about, the goals you keep saying you'll start next week. Get it out of your mind and onto paper. And then do one more thing. Reduce input. No scrolling first thing in the morning. No random content right before bed. Even for one day, create some space. Because a lot of the time, you're not lazy, you're overloaded. Your brain has too many tabs open, and when everything feels urgent, you end up doing nothing. Day 2. Reset your space. Not your whole house, not some perfect Pinterest apartment, just one space you use every day. Your bed, your desk, your kitchen counter, your bathroom sink. Pick one. Set a timer for 20 minutes and clean it. This sounds small, but it matters more than people think. When your environment feels chaotic, your mind stays tense. You procrastinate more. You avoid more. You feel like your life is slipping, even when the real issue is that nothing feels settled. A clean space won't solve your problems, but it gives your brain a signal. We're not spiraling anymore. We're taking care of things. Sometimes that's the first win you need. Day 4. Do the thing you've been avoiding. This is the uncomfortable day, because usually there's one thing sitting in the background stealing your energy every single day. Maybe it's replying to an email, making a doctor's appointment, looking at your bank account, starting the assignment, having the awkward conversation, applying for the job, cleaning out the pile you keep walking past. Whatever it is, do one avoided thing today, not 10, 1. 15-minute timer and start before you feel ready. Why? Because avoidance is expensive. It drains more energy than action does. The longer you delay something, the bigger it becomes in your head. And that creates guilt, then stress, then more procrastination. The action itself is usually not the hardest part. Starting is. And once you break that cycle, you get a little power back. Day 5. Rebuild trust with yourself. This one is huge. A lot of people think they have low confidence, but what they really have is low self-trust. They've made so many promises to themselves and broken them that now even their own goals don't feel believable. I'll wake up early. I'll be consistent. I'll start Monday. I'll change this time. And after enough broken promises, your brain stops buying it. So today, pick 3 tiny things you will actually do. Not impressive things, real things. Maybe it's make your bed, walk for 10 minutes, read 2 pages, no phone for the first 15 minutes of the morning. Small enough that you can't hide from them, simple enough that you can win, because every time you follow through, you send yourself a message. I can trust me again. And that changes more than motivation ever will. Day 6. Figure out what's actually draining you. Now that the fog is a little lighter, it's time to be honest. Sit down and ask yourself, what has been making me feel heavy lately? What keeps draining my energy? What am I saying yes to that I don't even want? What part of my routine looks normal but feels wrong? This is where people start realizing that the problem isn't always laziness or discipline. Sometimes you're burnt out because you never rest without guilt. Sometimes you feel stuck because you're chasing goals you don't even care about anymore. Sometimes you feel behind because you're measuring your life against people online who aren't living your life. Write down what needs to change in the next 30 days. Not forever, just the next 30 days. Maybe you need less screen time, better boundaries, more sleep, less people-pleasing, a simpler routine, a break from trying to do everything at once. A reset gets real when you stop pretending everything is fine. Day 7. Build a life you can actually maintain. This is the final step, and honestly, it's the one that decides whether this reset lasts. Do not create a fantasy routine. Do not plan a life that only works when you're highly motivated, fully rested, and emotionally stable. Build a basic week you can stick to on normal days. Ask yourself, what time do I want to wake up most days? When can I move my body? What's one habit that keeps me grounded? What helps me feel less reactive? What do I need to stop doing? Keep it simple. Maybe your reset routine is no phone for the first 20 minutes. A Sunday reset for your room and schedule. That's enough. Because the goal was never to become a new person in 7 days. The goal was to interrupt the chaos, to come back to yourself, to remember that your life doesn't need a dramatic exit, it needs direction. So here's the recap. Day 1, clear the mental noise. Day 2, reset your space. Day 3, take care of your body. Day 4, do one thing you've been avoiding. Day 5, rebuild trust with yourself. Day 6, identify what's draining you. Day 7, create a routine you can actually live with. That's your reset. Not perfect, not flashy, but real. So if your life has felt messy lately, don't wait for the perfect Monday, the perfect mood, or some huge breakthrough. Start tonight. Do the brain dump. Clean one corner. Take one walk. Keep one promise to yourself. One small step is enough to begin. And if you need a sign to get your life back on track, this is it. Let's improve together.